Hello Valiants, welcome back to the Vibrant Authentic Living channel. This is Nandi, and what we're talking about today is walnuts. I have a huge bowl of walnuts. Now, let me ask you something. Are you familiar with the philosophy that the shape and the texture and the size and the color of foods, natural foods, help us to determine what function that food will have in the body? Do you agree with that? Or are you even familiar that that's a thought out there, right? Some people do believe that the way a food looks, how it feels, the color it has, can indicate to us what function that food will have on the inside, because some foods do look like organs in our body. Now, it is also said that humans find symbols in everything we see. We look for patterns, we look for, what does it look like, what does it shape like. So maybe it's just that, but there are persons who do believe that the look and feel and shape and color of the food gives us a hint as to what organs they will work on. So having said that, so look at the walnut and tell me, right, which organ of the human body does it remind you of? So here are 3 walnuts, trying to not to make them fall out my hand. Right, but you get the idea, right? Which organ of the body does it remind you of? So I'll give you a hint. Have you ever seen images of the human brain? Have you ever seen scans of the human brain? It does look like this, right? Especially the 2 hemispheres of the cerebrum, the largest part of the brain. The 2 hemispheres, the left and right hemisphere. It does look like this. And so there are persons who believe that the walnut is a brain food. Alright, if you believe in that theory, in that philosophy, write in the comments and let me know your thoughts on that. Can we tell what a food, a natural food, a fruit, a nut, a seed, a flower, a leaf, can we tell what function it will have in the body just based on how it looks? Tell me what you think about that. The walnut, it does have some chemical components that make it very helpful to the brain. So it has polyphenols, and this is contained in the outer coating, especially of the walnuts, and these help to reduce inflammation in the brain as well as other parts of the body. The walnuts have healthy fats. They are loaded with fat. They are a very light nut. When you bite into it, it feels like, it doesn't feel dense. Like, most nuts tend to have that denseness because they are packed. They are heavy foods, right? Essentially they are seeds, and they have been packed with enough goodness for the new plant to come to life and to sustain it. So they are very dense foods. The walnut, even though it does have protein, but it has a lot of fat, good fat. And so it is a light nut. When you bite into it, you feel that lightness, you feel that you feel the oil, you taste the oil in the walnut. And when you blend it to make your nut milk, which I used to make nut milk religiously every single day, until I found out the link between heavy protein foods and a condition which I have, which is TMAU, trimethylaminuria, which I have done a video on that, so you can check out the video living with TMAU. So there's a link between TMAU and heavy protein foods. The body cannot process it well, particularly those also containing choline, and there are negative results of that. So when I found that link, I kind of ease off the nuts and the seeds and the beans. Not that I don't consume them, I do still, but not as much. But back in the day, every single morning, I'd be blending up my nut milk from scratch, combining it with sea moss or adding it to my smoothies. And this nut, because of how rich it is in oils, it makes your smoothie it just gives it a creamy, tasty flavor, that nuttiness that you like. You know, you put in your banana, put in your papaya, put in your mango, whatever it is. Very delicious smoothie. So the walnut, it has healthy fats, it has lots of fiber, it has vitamins, it's high in antioxidants. As a matter of fact, it is the highest antioxidant containing nut of all nuts. It has more antioxidants than any other nuts. And the main ones that are active in the walnut would be the vitamin E, melatonin, and polyphenols, which, as you know, antioxidants help to neutralize the effect of free radicals in the body. They neutralize the DNA damage done to cells, and so by extension this will help towards longevity, slow down the aging process and the damage to cells. The walnut also has significantly higher omega-3 fatty acids than any other nuts, right? And those would be the ALA, or alpha linolenic acid essential fatty acids, meaning your body can't produce these on its own, so you must get it in the diet. So walnuts, as I said, is anti-inflammatory, and so it decreases inflammation in the body due to the polyphenol effects, right, fighting off the oxidative damage of free radicals in the body. Walnuts also have been found to have a beneficial effect on the microbiome. So that refers to the microorganisms living in the gut, in the intestines, which are very important to us. They help us to digest our food, they help us to use up certain vitamins, and studies have shown that walnuts help to proliferate the good bacteria. Remember, most bacteria in your body are beneficial. Only a few of them cause harm, and only if we allow them to proliferate in the wrong conditions, right? So don't think of microbes as enemies attacking you. No, we actually need them to survive. We cannot do without them, and you don't want to be killing them off. You just want to keep them in balance, keep them in their right numbers, and certain foods do promote that, and the walnut is one of them if you can have it. Like I said, for me, I tend to stay away from nuts these days, but when I do have nuts, this is one of my favorite ones. The walnut, because of its fiber content, it will help to, allow your intestines to evacuate. So it promotes good peristaltic action in the intestines, so you don't have constipation. And because of their fiber also, they make you feel full, so it helps to control your appetite. You don't want to be snacking on this and that and that. You feel full with just a little bit, or a handful, and you feel full. So if you drink your walnut milk or add it to your smoothie. That can serve you for a good many hours, and you don't feel like you have to be munching on this and munching on that, right? So it's calorie dense, so just a little bit has a powerful pack. It packs a lot of power. It will last you a good while, right? Just a little bit goes a long way. So the walnuts will also lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes because of the weight control, as well as the fact that it lowers the the glucose in the blood, right? So this is what it has been used for traditionally. Persons who use walnut for medicinal purposes, but I think most persons use the walnut for culinary purposes, right? So it's good to know the benefits that we can get from these foods. Sometimes you have foods that you use them over and over, and you're not even aware of the goodness that they're adding to your life, to your health, to your well-being. So it's always good to know. All right, so have you commented? Have you written in the comments? I'm going to check to see what you think. Do you think that we can tell? Is this a brain food? Because it looks like the brain. All right, and tell me some other foods that you think. Drop me some pics and show me. And I'm talking about foods as they occur in nature, right? Show me some pics of foods that when you look at them, they remind you of a particular organ, a particular system of the body. And who knows, maybe there is a link, maybe there's a connection there. If you have not yet subscribed to Vibrant Authentic Living, I urge you to do so now. Would be a great time. And if you want to become a supporter of the channel, you can follow the link right below this video in the description. Go on over to Patreon and become a supporter. You know, on this channel we promote healthy lifestyle, we promote fruits in particular. Make sure you get as many fruits as you can every single day, and the more the merrier. Share the video so others may benefit, and until next time, this is Nandi. I'll see you in the next video.